All right, it's time for more cooking on the Blackstone, and tonight, I'm gonna make one of my favorites, man. It's easy, it's Philly cheesesteaks, but you gotta have the whiz. Welcome to the Picky Eater channel. I'm Tony. Yeah, back with the Blackstone today. I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on here for the channel. I know I keep saying that, but hey, look, I share as much as I can, right? You know, we're all pretty busy either way. Even with the pandemic, we still tend to keep busy. Well, today we're going to be doing Blackstone cooking again with, this time, cheesesteaks. Yeah, I've got some shaved beef steak. I've got some cheese whiz. I've got some other ingredients that I probably won't eat, which you'll see here in just a minute. But yeah, we're going to go inside. I'm going to show you all the ingredients that we've got for this meal today. I'm going to fire up that Blackstone, and we're going to bust out some cheesesteaks. All right, for this, it's pretty simple. You know, I mean, you could get whatever kind of beef you want to get, but we tend to buy this shaved beef steak. You can find this at your grocery store. This particular brand was at Food Lion, and I had to look. There was only one grocery store here, that was Food Lion, that had the Kraft Cheese Whiz, which made me pretty happy because you gotta have Cheese Whiz, dude. You know, I mean, I suppose I could make my own, but that I haven't done before. Love some Cheese Whiz. Now, I will not eat any of what's inside of this, but wifey will. Fajita blend. So you've got some green peppers, red peppers, and white onions. I will grill those up for her. And, you know, I don't mind the flavor of that stuff. It's just I can't eat it, you know? Now, as far as the rolls go, you know, there's a variety of rolls that you can get, but there is a local pizza place here called Madison's Pizza, and well, their pizza is really good, but my wife and I love their cheesesteaks. They do a chicken Philly, they do a beef Philly, but, you know, I'm making them myself tonight. So I called over there and I was like, I know this is a weird request, but can I just buy a couple of your rolls? And he said, yeah, come on in. I told him about the Picky Eater channel. He said, well, I'm donating these then. So yeah, these rolls are so good. He's already got them pre-cut for me and everything. So huge shout out and big thanks to Madison's Pizza. They're in Nags Head here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And if you want some good pizza from, well, a good guy. So Madison's Pizza, it's in the Pirates Key Shopping Center. All right, just the necessities for this one. Of course, I gotta have some beer. Coors Light, sorry, I just like my Coors Light, it's mellow. All right, got a little bit of pepper here, some black pepper. I always like to put that on my stuff. Got my scraper, got some paper towels, oil, got some water over here, and some of the blue paper towels. They both have their own purposes. Got the Blackstone turned on and heating up. And Matt, I don't know if you can hear it, but just over the dunes behind my place is the ocean, and I can hear it roaring. Let's see if we can hear it. All right, so that is heating up. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on there and get this griddle ready. And boom! A little bit of pepper on that. Now I'm going to tell you, these tools are invaluable when it comes to having one of these griddles. I got that pretty high. I'm going to reduce the heat down to about medium. Take that heat up just a little bit more. We'll throw a little bit of water on there to get a little steam going there. A little bit more oil. Yeah, you know, the smells and everything of these veggies cooking, I don't hate it, I just can't eat them. That's why I say I don't mind a little bit of the flavor on the griddle when I cook my meat. Now, if I had a bigger griddle, if I had the bigger Blackstone, I could probably just, you know, cook this stuff over on one side on a lower heat and all that. That's one thing about this small griddle. But again, I live at the beach. I wanted something that was portable and that I could, you know, just take right out on the beach with me because we could drive out there here in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Yeah, that's looking pretty good now. So, you know, even though I don't eat this stuff, I'm actually pretty decent at cooking it. A little bit more oil. I'll throw a little bit more pepper. I don't know about you, but black pepper, I like that on just about everything. Black pepper rocks. But that's something when I was a kid, I wouldn't eat that. See, so even though I'm a picky eater, there's things I'll eat now that I wouldn't eat back then. I'll put a little bit of water to get that steaming up a little bit. You know, pretty much the only time that I put water on a griddle is when I'm cooking something like this and I use it for that. You don't need that to clean one of these things, typically. Oh, there we go. See, I'll admit, that does smell good. Seems like they kind of chinced on the red peppers, though, didn't they? Now, wifey will want that inside of her meat. Me, no. Okay, now that I'm hearing that, that sounded kind of funny, but you know what I mean. Now, I'll tell you one thing I really know about my wife when it comes to food and cooking. I do most of the cooking. She likes her stuff burnt. Like if we go to a Japanese steakhouse or whatever, she'll tell the guy if she gets beef, just make it like beef jerky. So, like, I don't order pizza when we go out, and if you haven't seen the pizza episode, you should. That's why we don't order pizza when we go out in public. And she doesn't order steak when we go out in public because we know that she's got to ask them for that, and they'll look at her like, what? I guess we all have our own pickiness, don't we? Now, because these are going to go on cheesesteaks, I'm trying to break this stuff up just a little bit for her. I said for her because this is going on her cheesesteak, not mine. And then she can have a whole plate of it if she likes. But I ain't eating it. All right, that right there is looking good. Now that is how that should look. Let's see. Look at that, huh? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just gonna shovel that into a bowl for a little bit here. All right, we got our beef. It's time to put that on. Oh yeah, but first, let me oil that up a little bit here. Yeah. Here we go. Now that is nice right there. That's some cheesesteak meat right there. Shaved beef. That's how it's done right there, son. Just gonna leave that heat real high like that. Because again, we like ours pretty well done. That is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Some pepper. Oh, yeah. Want to make sure you keep it away from that right there. Because that is what, well, it's going to end up down inside the oil dripper. The drip pan. Now actually, while this is a scraper, it's also kind of a cutter. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pull all this stuff apart, break it up nice and whatever size you like it, you know. Now on a high heat like this is going to cook pretty quickly. And then when this is done, I'm going to get them rolls and put them on here. See, that's another thing. If I had a bigger Blackstone, right now I could be getting those rolls toasted up and everything. I don't know. I might end up getting the bigger one, you know. If my wife was out here right now, she'd say, "That's what she said." Okay, that's broken up pretty good. Now we can get back to these. Now you don't want the meat to get dry, and you don't want it to get too oily either. What I'll do here when this gets a little bit more done is I'm going to separate them into two piles. I will mix in some veggies for her and cook it all together. Like I said, you don't want it to get too dry, so oil it up a little bit. There. Man, that smells so good. Spread that out. And then when they're both ready to go here, I'm going to put the cheese whiz on them. All right, I pushed all the meat to the side because, let's see here, I need to get these rolls on here. So I'm just going to put a little oil on there. I just want to toast these up a little bit. Some nice big rolls there. And that's really about all we need for that. Good. That is looking good, man. That meat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull it apart here. Now, because she's gonna have veggies in hers, I'm gonna have a little bit more meat in mine, I think. I guess that's the advantages of not liking veggies. Try to get some onions in there for her. So I suppose if she wants more veggies in there, she's got a whole bowl of them she can use to get what she needs with that. So we're just gonna kind of, you know, toss that around with that for a little bit, let that get cooked up. And if I need to add more meat, then I will to hers. So that is looking pretty good right there. All right, so we got 2 piles here. We just kind of, yeah, that's looking good. That looks pretty legit. I'm gonna kind of shape it like the sandwich. All right, I've reduced the heat down to around medium. Now once again, I got my wife's Fiesta ware out here. She's probably gonna kill me, but it's the best spatula I have. And then of course, cheese whiz, that's the stuff right there. So we're just gonna scoop that on there. Oh, get that whiz on there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let that melt into it. Yeah. That is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put some of that whiz over here. Now I can put more whiz on there once it's in the bun, but I want this to melt into that meat. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if I had a couple of little domes and enough room to use that, I'd put that on there to help melt that cheese. We're just getting that heated up right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off, and I'm gonna let that sit. That cheese is gonna melt into that. Oh, now we're gonna get that and we're gonna put it right inside this roll. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Now I may go inside and cheat a little bit and heat up some of that whiz and put it right on the top, but boy, that is looking good. All right, then we're gonna get this one. Oh boy. Oh man. All right, well the cheese is pretty much hidden inside there, but I'm gonna put more on top of it, but that is it, look at that. Now mine, of course, no veggies. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it up in this foil, and voila. Oh man, all right, so we've got the sandwich. Now, of course, I did not use those, there's no way, but that is looking good. All right, so we're gonna take a bite. Of course, I'd have to take the messiest bite of all, but that is damn good. Needs a little bit more cheese, I think. I just zap a little bit in the microwave and put it on there, but that, Now, I think one of the important things though, is the roll is very important, and that's why I didn't just go buy something in a package or anything like that. And I was lucky enough to be able to call over to Madison's here in the Outer Banks and say, yeah, I love those rolls. I know it's weird to request, but can I get a couple of those? And he hooked it up. I think it's pretty awesome. Got cheese on my lip there. It's pretty good. All right, let me have another bite. That is superb. The Blackstone's where it's at. Sorry. All right, the Blackstone is where it's at. This stuff is so good. Get you one of those, cook just about anything on it. All right, that's it for this one. Maybe we'll do some more Blackstone. We've got a whole bunch of other things planned here on the channel, but thank you so much for watching and supporting. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. I will catch you next time on the Picky Eater channel.